Yeah, turkey. I had seen a thing. It was like supposed to be 50 years old. Talking about I'm shiesty, I'm shalom.
Wow.
I was like, no, bro, you job turkey.
Hey, what? Hey, what's happening, y'all? Hey, look, this is what we're doing today, right? While we're waiting on everybody to get here, and since the music is not out yet, I don't know why this sound like this.
Not due to us,
but
it's probably this mic. Try me in this mic real quick.
No, it's just this is not heavy enough. Yeah, okay, there we go. But since the music is not out yet, CD Baby's playing with us and stuff like that. I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet of, no, not a snippet. I'm gonna give you 2 songs off the album. Let you hear it.
That's the snippet.
Don't grade the way it sounds, because y'all know when it's coming through this roadcast, it don't sound like it should. In your radio. So the first one is called You Said, and it's basically just about, you said you live the streets. Well, shoot, I almost died in these streets. So stop lying to people, you're a liar. So and that's the second. Well, yeah, the second one is I forgot what the second one is. Oh, the second one is called Old Me. So it's basically just talking about the old me coming back, or just general the old me. So I'll play You Said first, and then we'll go from there.
I don't hear nothing on Podbean.
Yeah.
You heard me? Stop. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
It's not on Podbean. I can't hear it.
You can't hear it? Is it
on? It's on. Yeah, it's showing like you talking, but ain't nothing coming through my phone.
That's what I don't understand. Like, why?
All the way up right now.
I don't understand why it's doing that. It says on air. I don't see anything muted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it even show you talking, like it's coming through. There's nothing coming through.
Hold on. What about now?
Give me a second.
Liar.
I guess not. I mean, my phone.
Because now it's turning up. Now it might take a second, because right now it was down. The volume was all the way down. And then you gotta. I don't understand.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a great phone. It's still nothing. Cause I still got it open.
What's up? What's up? That was You Say You Live the Streets. Well, I almost died in the streets. While you right here and you down, your fans almost caught life in the streets. Hey, listen, that's what that was, man. And then we're gonna play one more, man. I'm telling you, I'm pumping this album as hard as we can. The next one is called The Old Me. Let us know what you think about it, man. If y'all here, let us know what you think about it, man, and then we go from there. But the next one is called The Old Me. So let's go. See if you can hear it now.
No.
Nothing?
My phone's been up the whole time.
I don't know. I'm just going to kill
it. If it would have played, it would have just came through this too, because it would.
I don't know, man. I really don't.
I'm gonna leave and then try and join back real quick. See. I'm calling him.
Huh?
So I called him
You calling in?
on Podbean.
Uh-huh.
To see if I can you answer real quick.
There it is. I hear it.
That's through Podbean?
Oh, no, that's not. That might be the old one. No, I think that's old.
I'm calling in the live one right now.
Yeah, that's old. So how do you find the one that's live? Okay, there it is. I'm serious, but I don't hear nothing.
No, I'm saying.
Call in again. There it is. Invite.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
I hear you. Yeah. But I hear you. I don't hear the music.
Yeah, because I hear it.
I'm gonna hang up.
Okay. Like, I don't understand why you can't hear it. It might be in the you know what? It might be in the what you call it, man. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to fix that when we get it later. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen. That was that thing, y'all. That was that thing. Yeah, exactly. That was me, Future and Elder Jones on the hook, man. Trying to let it blow. Anyone? You telling us how to go? Hey, listen. I like it. The album is sick, man. I told y'all from the beginning the album gonna be sick. My son did 99% of the production. Yeah, 99%. So all that music that y'all hear is from my son. So for the ones who still sleeping on them and the one that don't want to buy his tracks, that's what you're sleeping on. I think people are afraid. Nah, but I think people are afraid of your tracks, man, for real. I'm serious, because the thing is that you still got these cats out here that's still bumping that old school tracks, like them old 1996, 97. It's cool to have that on your album once or twice, but dog, it's time to move forward. Like, for real, for real. It's time to really move forward. And a lot of are afraid of this new age tracks. Like, you can make the track what you want it to be. But some of them scared that the track gonna make them. You know what I'm saying? I guess the track gonna lead them or whatever. I don't know. Listen, I'm just saying, there's a couple of people out there, man. There's a good bit of artists out there that do shop with my son. And thank y'all for that love. Y'all know who y'all are. I ain't got to go down the line, but it's a good bit. And you'll hear it on their album. You'll always hear that ATL, bang, you know. So, but other than that, man, it's a lot of them that won't get it. But listen, what I'm gonna do, man, because somebody just hit me up on my phone, told me to play what you call it one more time. So I want to play. You said one more time, and then we get right into what we need to get into. We're gonna go for that. I'm waiting for people to come in and stuff. So let's go. Yeah, I think it's got something to do with the way the music is feeding through here.
Yeah, because they said that the audio was a little distorted at first, then it was slow, then it sped up.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just, I guess that's just the internet, man. I don't know what that is. That do with everybody. It even do it on monologue stuff.
You gotta turn it down.
Boom. I'm gonna turn these down. But that's the thing, like even on the other ones, it can't be that because you hear the beginning of us talking every time and then it go blank. What's that right there?
YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You want to see outside?
I think I'm just gonna stick to Facebook and what you call it, because I'm paying for Podbean and it's just not doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit them up and see what's going on. What I'm gonna do after this, I'm gonna try and check it and just see. And if it works, cool, we back at it. But if it don't, I'm just done with it.
I'm letting go. Just let it be. On my mom. On my mom.
What's happening, and welcome to the Nah For Real show where everything we do is... Hey, listen, we got Highlight coming in the building. He's supposed to be here in a little bit. He's running a little late. Then we got my wife. She's supposed to be down here in just a second. She's running a little late. But hey, it is what it is, man. We're going to get right into this, man. The topics that we got today, we're going to talk about. One is the thing with do you think a male or think that could make a son gay if you buy him a kitchen set? Yeah, and then we got the other one where the man was locked up for 5 years and he was locked up for child support, but they found out the kid wasn't even his. And then we got the other one where the cop that just got found guilty but only got 3 years for a wrongful murder. So, but anyway, before we get into that, how was your day, man?
It sucked. I ain't gonna count. You're right. No, I don't have a car no more.
Yeah, some stuff happened. My life sucks right now. But what I was gonna say, hey, oh yeah, what I did today, I had to go to church. I was working on just learning the yeah, not the board. No. My dang, what is that junk? Well, first of all, I rewired all the wires and put this Velcro stuff on the wires so they can have their own individual. I still need more. I gotta order some more because I didn't realize we had that much cord. But a lot of them got their own individual, so we don't have to worry about putting them together.
Our stuff?
Yeah. I we redid all that. And then I had to learn a lot of stuff on the Mackie, the Mackie 1600. It was a lot of stuff to learn on there. I'm still learning. It was a lot more stuff I had to learn because what they did, they upgraded and added a lot of new features. Yeah. So it was a lot of stuff I had to learn on there. I got a couple of more things to learn that's kind of confusing, but other than that, got that. And then, I'll be going up there to work on, the board with the songs and setting everything up. Just trying to do more. Trying to be 100% when we go. Right. Yeah, when we do the Christ Gang. Christ Gang coming to y'all next year, man. This year coming up.
To a church near you.
Exactly. Somewhere near you. Or a park. Or a beach. Or a pool. Beach house. Yeah, something. But
or a pool house.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. What are those saying up there?
Just what's the name? A lot of fire symbols. They like that song, Liar Liar.
Okay, cool.
Alana said, "What's up? What's up, Alana?
What's up, Alana?
What did it say? Digging that moon pie sign on the wall.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Gotta have moon pie.
You need them moon pies be off the chain. You had to stay away from them for them.
At first, I'm like, what is he talking about? I thought about it. You got a sign.
If anybody got something you want to put on this wall, man, like if you got something that you want to go on this wall, send it to us. We'll send you the address or we'll, whatever, or a PO box. And you can send it to us, man. It goes on there. We're trying to fill these walls up with just different crazy stuff, man. Just different crazy stuff. I got this, my wife brought me this Brett Favre thing. I can't even think of it. Yeah, I was going to move, but then I realized the computer in front of me, and I'm like, dang, I can't show it to him. But my wife brought me this Brett Favre. I'm a Falcon head till the day I die, but I'm also a sports head. So I love legends, especially Brett Favre. That was the man. But you can see it right there, man. She brought that. We got to put that on the wall. Yeah, because of the what you call it. You can see it right there. But y'all will see it on the wall, man. But got to get that, man. But if there's stuff that y'all want on the wall, man, send it to us. We'll put it up there, as long as it's not vulgar or no crazy stuff. Now, y'all already know. So other than that, man, just coming over the weather, man. Me and my wife were down for a second. This weekend we was really down on my birthday. I ain't do nothing.
Oh, thanks, y'all.
I mean, I did something after that, but on my birthday, my birthday, I ain't do nothing. Yeah, but you wasn't sick. Were you sick?
No. I caught a flat on my birthday. On the highway.
Yeah. Trust me, we felt that.
Birthday sucked.
Yeah.
I think low key. Okay, we put it like this: for the world, 2020, worst year. But personally, 2021, worst year.
Yeah, for real.
2022 had a better year. Yeah,
we're gonna have a better year. 22, we claim that in the name of Jesus, like for real. We can only go up. That's it. We're already on the ground, so we can only go up.
That gonna put me through the floor. I'm 6 feet.
But yeah, man. We was down for a minute, man. But hey, listen, God, shoot. Oh, yeah, me and my son were talking about something. Before we get on that topic, we were talking about, I don't know, like a lot of people might not agree with us. We watch different type of movies. We watch a lot of gangster movies, any movies, zombie movies, whatever's just good, we watch it. But at the same time, me and him really connect when it comes to the mob stuff. And he put me on a show called what is it called again? Peaky Blinders. Man, that show. It's almost the hardest show ever. I can't get it to you. I don't know. Well, listen. Well, yeah, because you got what's his name? Godfather Harlem now was a monster. No, it's not. I don't know what 2 gonna be like.
Oh my God! I don't think 2 touching this because you haven't. I ain't gonna spoil them, but season 6.
Season 6 of what? Oh, okay.
Peaky Blinders, it get long.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to hurry up and get. But you already almost there. You love it. Sit down and watch TV for 62 hours.
Sure can.
I can't do that.
Listen, I love it.
I'm like.
I love it. Hey, listen. And then which he haven't jumped on yet, but he about to. That might be what's his name, but he about to freaking Gangs in London. Gangs in London, y'all. I'm telling you, you get past the first verse. I'm saying verse.
See, there's a while.
The first. When you get past, because I had to get past the first one too on Peaky Blinders. Now the first one was okay. After that, it was over with. That's how this. That's how London is. Gangs in London. When you watch the first one, you're gonna be like, and then right after that, it's like, oh my God, I'm glad I still watched it. So it's really good.
Yeah. I ain't gonna count. I like Tom Hardy.
Yeah, man, what? The boy, listen,
like I like him. Period. Like
he hands down was a beast.
Like he's the best Venom, all that type.
Yeah,
hard,
yeah.
But
man, on here, he hands down. So this man is psychotic.
Write that down.
He talk more like a what they call it a Geechee vein, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's vain, but it's like yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, man, it's really sick. It's really sick. Yeah, it is. But look, I'm trying to see what they doing, man. Before we get into it.
Shoot, man. Music.
What's up?
Music. All right, we'll go ahead and put it out there. Screw it. I think I might.
Crystal, we waiting on you.
I think I might make you come back, man.
What's that?
Music.
You what now?
You what now?
I didn't hear you. What you say now?
Oh, I think you heard me. I think you want to say it again.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said I might be coming back.
You might be coming back to do what?
Music, man.
You doing music?
No, music like rapping.
Oh, that's the word I was looking for.
Okay, well, I know you were doing. I know what you were doing. Let's say, I know you. Every time you're down, God moves all your attention higher than you were. Much respect. I got a water bottle in here for you if you want it.
Listen.
Huh? You can't go around.
Oh no, you gotta cut through. You can't go around.
You can't go around. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
You good? Give it a little tap. That's fine.
Hey, look who in the building, y'all. My best friend.
Little white lady.
My ace buku.
Little white lady.
The little white lady.
Hey guys.
Oh, look, here she come all professional. We relaxing. Now she make us.
I don't hear myself.
You don't hear myself.
Do you hear yourself, man?
Hey guys.
Let's get it to it one more time.
With the new song, with the new balance. Hey, L, do you see it? You got one mom rocking New Balance.
Yeah.
L, hey, y'all, man.
No, I can't afford the other shoes.
New Balance, bro. Y'all need to give my boy Elder his deal. I promise you, they got so much.
Yeah, for real. Now that's the name pissing me off. They ain't got all that.
And then what's the other one? Bel Air, Athletic.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called, Bel Air, something. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, man, he got a lot of that too. Y'all supposed to give my man a sponsor right now.
Big sponsor, big fat.
I'm talking about fat check.
Yo.
I'm talking about 6 figures or better.
For real.
Like,
well, everybody on here today. Oh, boy, they wait for that. They wait for what we talking about. That was when the drummer get thick, they run to hide. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hey, listen. I was waiting on Highlight Man, but he ain't got here yet. Hopefully he's going to get here in just a second.
Well, I don't know if anybody else is having an issue, but like when you were playing the music, it was like it was.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why, but Roadcaster do that.
Yes, sir. That's
yeah.
And they would speed up.
Yeah,
when you guys were talking, it was like it was dragging it out a little bit. I mean, I haven't heard it.
Yeah, it's Roadcaster. It's the internet. It does that through Roadcaster. I don't know why, but it just do. Hey, listen. Let me mute him.
I don't know why. I'm sorry, that jump stuck in my head. That song stuck in my head.
Like he don't get it. He's singing in the mic, and it's going. Listen, I mean, listen. You coming back to rap, so we gonna sing.
I'm coming back to sing too.
He coming back.
I'm coming to sing too.
Hey, listen. So, I was waiting on this topic here, and I hate to highlight in here, so we can go ahead and go because. But we're gonna go ahead and go on this topic, man.
Oh, man.
The first topic, right, is so my wife was reading this article about this dude. I think it was the dude. I didn't read it. She just read it, but I think it was a dude who bought his son a kitchen. Playset. Now we was gonna talk about this, and then I messed around, and I'm always supporting. So I see my homeboy, what's his name? I can't think his name just that quick. My mind is really fried right now. Like it's really on some whatever. But Monologue has a Nah for real. Y'all go check him out, man. Monologue has a Nah for real. And I'm gonna tell you like this.
I was about to say,
Monologue be cussing.
Careful where you recommend people.
Hey, Monologue be cussing, but he be
like an endorsement.
he be cussing, but hey, listen, he be talking some real stuff. But hey, listen, if you can get past the cussing on Monologue, man, listen, he be talking some real stuff. Some stuff you might not agree with, some stuff you might. Some things I don't agree with, some things I do. But I seen him had this up. He was talking about it, so I guess it's a real hot thing too. Is going around the internet. But my question is, do you think that it will turn the son gay or make the son gayer or whatever? I mean, whatever you want to call it. What do you think about it? Like, what do you like? I'm asking both of y'all, and what y'all think about it on this.
I was in my sister.
I'm saying
little kitchen thing whipping up there.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, I'm just gonna say what kitchen you was whipping because
we had a place.
Yeah. No.
Kitchen set outside.
No, whoa. I don't think G had, man. I think G might have went out there and played. Oh, okay. I'm talking about.
Even still, if G had one.
Not even.
No, I do.
All right, look. Here's two things. There's two things to it. This is what here's how I look at it. As long as you don't buy, I don't know. I don't feel like I can't even say that. I don't feel like no kid. I don't feel like a dude should have a cookie.
I think this is my thing. Here's my thing. I don't think that you. Yeah, I don't think you should buy. I don't think you should buy his son a kitchen set until he get a lot older. I don't think you should have one right there because it's the. See, okay, here's my thing. And Monologue said this too. And I don't want people thinking that I'm following that suit because I felt the same way. But here's my thing. There is rules to this game. Period. This where we at. This earth, this thing is a game, really. And you either gonna choose it, yeah. But I'm talking about the rules that you're supposed to follow, right? And then it's something I want to get to too with that. But the rules is there are certain things that men should not touch. Young men, young boys should not touch at a certain age. Just like I think there's certain rules that young ladies should not touch at a certain age until they get the understanding. Because see, the problem is people are not you. I understand where you're going to come from, but some people feel like you need to step outside your box and let the kid be able to make their own decisions and da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's a sticky subject and a sticky in its own because the problem is now you're saying let the kid make their own decisions, but yet now you're saying if the kid is making their own decisions, then the kid has a right to make their own decision if they are a boy or a girl when they're confused. No, I'm just saying people.
You have capability to make a decision. You can ask a child, do you want...
No, I'm not. I'm with you on that.
Give them the same. Just because they have, you teach them to make choice and give them option. You teach that there is option available to them. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean that they get to make major life decisions. That's something totally different.
Well, I think. Go ahead.
But if you're talking about like letting children explore, absolutely, that's what children are supposed to do. They're supposed to explore. Because
you're right.
then they can find what they're interested in,
mm-hmm.
They can develop skills, and then it's just a whole bunch of it's a play situation. Children learn through playing. That's how children learn. So if that is something that interests them, then you allow them to engage in that. And see, part of the issue, first of all, however the idea that cooking is a girl thing.
No one ever said that.
So if a little boy's not allowed to play with a cook set,
I said he's not
in the kitchen.
I said he's not allowed. Me personally, I don't know everybody. Right. Me personally, a male is not allowed. Well, my male is not going to be allowed to play with no kitchen. I'm not going to buy him a kitchen set.
Why?
Hold on, let me finish. I know, but you gotta let me at least get what I want to say out first. But I'm not gonna allow him to, one, because he don't understand right now that that is right now considered a female thing.
Says who?
Says us. Says us. The same. Yeah, it says us. Males. Say males. Say society. There's certain things that males should not touch. Like that part is almost just like saying letting the dude play with a doll. No. It's certain things that a dude is not going. Your son should not touch the same way. There's certain. I'm not saying there's something wrong with it. I'm saying at the time of his age, he should not be touching it or not touching it, playing with it unless you explain. Now buying it is different. Unless you explain to him. Listen, this is not what boys do. I mean, this is not blah blah blah. What boys do, this it's feminine. That because that's our rules.
It's feminine.
It's feminine. Just saying kitchen. Just kitchen set alone sound feminine. Like
so, the word kitchen is feminine.
No, for a kid at that age, it sounds feminine. At that age, the older you get, the older it's just it makes sense, but it don't make sense. It makes sense because what I'm saying is that the dude, the young kid, it's the same way with a kid who, if you get a kid who play with a doll, you don't have some kids out. You don't have some kids out there, some males that probably played with a doll and they still straight. Everything depends on how that father raised, or how that son is raised up. How that father has raised that son up. But at the same time, do I endorse that a son should be playing, a male should be playing with a doll? Heck no. Should I? Would I? When I do? Hey, listen.
I'm going to tell you something.
Go ahead.
So, Jackie Hill Perry made a very good point. I don't know if you're familiar. You should talk about it.
What's up, James? I didn't even see it. I couldn't really see the name like that. But what's up, man?
But she made a very good point in how we impose gender stereotyping into things like that, and that very thing in a lot of people's attempts to keep their kid from turning gay, it will screw that kid's head up. Because the thing is, just like with me, when I was growing up. I grew up with all brothers. I had no sisters. There was not a female
I was the opposite.
in my life. I had my mom, but whatever. So I liked playing outside in the dirt. I never liked wearing skirts. I didn't like girly stuff. Nothing girly appealed to me. So according to how so many people are, you like playing with boy stuff, you like wearing boy clothes, you must be gay because you act like a little boy. And if that's how I internalized, like, oh dang, I must be gay because I don't like girl stuff, so yeah, I must be gay, and then I pursue that. And so if you're telling a little boy, oh, you enjoy cooking, oh, you must be gay.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Again, no one said that you can't. Let's talk about what we're talking about.
I'm saying if a boy likes a kitchen set, he goes to a friend's house or a daycare where they have them, and he says, "Mom, Dad, I want a kitchen set," and you say, "No, son, sorry, you can't have that because that's what little girls play with."
Exactly.
Then he's gonna say, "Oh, I like what little girls like. I must be gay." There's a transition that we have to be very careful that we don't participate in. Number one, but number two, genderizing certain things that have no place to be genderized. That's why women are not well represented in STEAM and sciences, in math, in places where women should be represented. But for so long, those have been men's jobs. And the thing is that has nothing to do with male or female. That's a personhood. Cooking, like 80% of the chefs in the country and probably the world are male.
Yep.
So at some age, they had to be in the kitchen. Yep. And if they were pretending to cook in a baby kitchen, I don't see how that could even possibly be remotely close to being a gendered identity toy. Okay. Like, that's crazy.
So my thing is, here's my thing. My thing is that, listen, that's why I never said nothing was wrong with a male cooking. I never said that. So I don't know what no one else said. I said that there's something wrong with buying a kid buying him a kitchen, a boy, a kitchen at a certain age until he has the understanding to know. Now, there's a difference because I'm gonna tell you why. I'll say me personally, I would say like 10 to 12, and I'm gonna tell you why. Here's my thing. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. It is just you can always get what you go. But okay, well then he just don't need it if that's the case. But here's my thing. This is why I say this, right? And this is why I say this. Because regardless of what you push and what you don't push, anytime you go and you look on, well, not now, because it's different now, but when coming up in nowadays, anytime you go and you look on TV or go and look anywhere, commercials or anything, you only see the female in the kitchen. Forget, well, that's the rule that we have made. I'm saying, so either way, I prefer to go to my son and say, hey, son, I'm not going to buy you that kitchen right now. Maybe later, yes, but that's what little girls play with for. That's what girls play with, and that's a girl thing. That's what they play with. And I'm going to tell him that. I would rather tell him that, right? And then later get him a kitchen set once he has the understanding. Then get him a kitchen set. And then every time he looks on TV and go to TV and see the female cooking and doing this, and then next thing you know, he's holding his tea cup. Hey, mommy or daddy, you want a tea? No, because he's. What I'm saying is, G, you can answer this because I know I have before. As a kid, when your mom bought you a toy, bought you any kind of toy, if you seen that toy or you seen it on TV and you seen it do something special or whatever, did you try and mimic it? Yeah. Okay. So what I'm saying is he would try and mimic what he see. Okay. So you went what? Like you didn't understand it. So I'm saying
I don't understand how you got from you see somebody playing with a kitchen set, be it a girl or what. Listen, this. So you're just going to continue to allow a misogynistic.
I'm going to continue. Yeah,
you're not going to do anything to break down any kind of misogynistic idea.
You know what though? Here's my thing, and you're not going to like this. Here's my thing, and a lot of women might not like this, but when we didn't back in our days when men was in charge and we didn't have to sit here and go, okay, we got to give this and get this and get this and get this to a woman because she want to come out in the field and work. So when we was in charge, you didn't see this gay popping up. Now this gay, hold on, let me finish. This gay thing is just popped up like wildflower now. Why? Because you all are in charge. You all are mainly in charge now. Women are in charge of like everything. Oh, listen, okay. Well, first of all, let me explain. I ain't talking about that. Let me explain.
No, don't. You can't. I'm saying you can't explain. You can't say.
I can if you let me. Well, I'm talking about y'all in charge. The most important thing. The most important thing when women are in charge is music. Music.
Where are women in charge of music?
Well, first of all, the top lady that runs the top lady that runs it is an A&R on one radio. That's the biggest radio.
She's the A&R director.
That's the biggest. She's the hold on. Listen. She is the one that brings whatever in. Not only that. Here's the thing. If you ask any dude, it said it even from when Tupac was alive. Tupac said, I started making women songs. Why? Because those are the ones that's going to buy and those are the ones that's going to have an influence on society. Then everybody ran with it. And he was right. Women, whatever the women like, whatever, here it come. Laffy Taffy, shake that Laffy Taffy. Listen, hold on. What I'm saying is, it became huge because women. Because women. And then when the women start,
it's not because women were purchasing the CD.
Why stop?
It's definitely not. It's because the clubs were playing the song and the women were dancing to it.
Exactly.
It became popularized. Why were the women dancing to it?
Because they love the song.
Because the dudes were playing the song in the club.
No.
How many record companies are owned by women?
No.
How many record companies are owned by women?
No. How many record companies are owned? How many record labels are owned by women that controlled the male?
How How many record labels are owned by women?
All of them.
None.
All.
None. No major record label is run by women. Not owned by.
Excuse me.
Not ran by.
What happened to the what you call it?
We don't know. It just went off. You said something about it.
I didn't even hear you, Jim. Let's see. There we go. But listen. Here's my thing, and we can be on it.
But see, you have to realize the thing is that because it's not fair. That's not you can't just throw out blanket statements and then walk away.
I didn't throw out a blanket statement.
You did. You said back when we were in charge. Number one.
Okay, listen. Everybody on here, I want to hear y'all what y'all got to say about it. Well, especially the men. Especially the men. Yeah, disagree with who? They don't disagree. They did. Every dude disagree with me.
No, the only dude right now and the only woman is Elena and Jamie. And they both disagree. Well, they're the only ones that are saying anything right now.
Okay, well, let's go back and read.
Jamie was saying that the child is too young to know what gay is.
No. I never. Okay, let's try this again.
Exactly right.
I never said that the kid is gonna go up and say, "Hey, I'm gay." I never said that. What I'm saying is, what your kid see is what he's gonna follow. So if your kid, yes,
what you teach your child,
listen.
Your child
well, you can teach your kid whatever, but whatever your kid, it's just like this. It's like this. You can tell your kid, hey, you can say, I like Wolverine. If your kid likes Superman, he's gonna like Superman. He's gonna like what he likes.
That's fine.
But what I'm saying,
but that's not hindered.
But what I'm saying,
hold on, that's not hindered in any way by what you do, what you present.
So my thing is
it's what you model for a child.
So my thing is, if you buy your kid something like that, and you're telling him that it's okay. You're telling him that it's okay. So whatever he sees or whoever he looks to see, he's gonna act like that person. He's gonna, no matter if it's a male or female. But back in our days, there was only females in the kitchen. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. Now it's different. But what I'm saying is, I would never buy something that is going to lead my kid to act some way that I'm against. I'm not doing it. That's what I'm on. That's how I feel. And a lot of males feel that way. I wish we had them on here. But hey, Jamie, if you don't feel that way, that's on you. I don't know if you have a male son, but hey, maybe if you get a male son or you had one or whatever, I don't know if you got one, so I can't even say. But me personally, I'm not getting my son no kitchen. It's not happening. Not going to ever happen when I buy him. He even said, like himself, he even said, it just sounds gay for you to say, hey, I'm finna go buy my boy a kitchen set. It don't sound right. So,
I feel like, all right, with me personally,
yeah.
I feel like the kitchen set, like the toy itself, is feminine.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like. Go ahead, but I'm with you on that.
Like, I don't know, because I guess with me personally, I feel like if you're gonna do a kitchen, you might want to put your son in a real kitchen. Go ahead, whip up with.
Listen, I'm with you on that too.
You can do it with your daughter, but like I said, I feel like the set, like the actual toy itself, is a toy.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. That's it.
Me growing up, that's the only ones that had them were women.
Exactly.
Girls. So it's just like.
And that's how I feel. It's the same way. It's the same. Listen, I just feel that way. That's how I feel. I feel like I would never buy my son a kitchen. I think that it's feminine. I'm not saying that my son would be gay, but I'm not gonna help him to be gay. So that's not gonna happen. Yeah, you get a Superman toy. Shoot, can
I want a knife.
See how fast Superman can cook.
At four, I want a knife.
He got issues, yo. But look, for real though. Listen,
man,
you like I said, you
video games.
Huh?
I said, I was trying to play Mortal Kombat.
Exactly, but like I said, my thing is. I don't feel that my son or anyone's son is gay because they play with a kitchen set. Never said that. I, myself personally, just will not buy my son something. Inspired on that because I think that situation buying a kitchen kitchen set is just gay to me. It's for females. To me.
I ain't gonna cap. The Food Network thing, I be trying to watch it sometime. Most of the dudes on there be sweet anyway.
Yes. Most of
them be sweet. There's a few dudes that don't be.
There's not. Half of them are not.
Well, then they act very good.
They're probably not sweet. I'm talking about acting.
You probably watch stuff when you are baking.
I'm talking about even cooking too.
Think about every male.
No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about on that show. On the Food Network, right?
Yes.
Most of the dudes that do cooking or baking or anything like that with a kitchen be acting sweet on TV.
No, that's what I'm saying. The majority of the chefs you're talking about, what can you name a single chef off the top of your head? Gordon Ramsay.
You talking about this?
Gordon Ramsay's not.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about him.
I know, but I'm saying these are people on Food Network.
No, I'm talking about like the cooking. Well, okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, the cook, what they call them, the cook-offs and stuff.
No,
like that.
that's what I'm saying. Those are chefs. Like I don't see
seeming sweet to me. That's just me personally.
Yeah, listen.
I don't know.
So who good?
That's crazy.
Oh no! Oh, and she gonna put the hats on. CAP. Cow.
That's crazy.
But no, I'm all right. I'm just saying me personally. Like, when I go in there, I be watching because they be shoot. Gay or not, they can cook. Goddamn, that's all I know. That's
but
they don't.
Oh God.
Hey Jamie,
they're not gay.
No, I'm saying they're probably not gay.
And
they got sweet tendencies.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
The ones that even act gay.
The only one I think don't got sweet tendencies is Ramsay.
What do you consider acting gay? Or just like
you can tell when somebody's effeminate.
No, but I'm saying like, what do you like? I don't know.
What do you call gay? Like, I'm not gay, but what do you call gay ways or female ways? Let's not say gay way. Let's say what's female tendencies.
They don't.
No, not some.
They don't.
Well,
they don't carry themselves in any type of gay way. There you go. Marcus Samuel, definitely not gay.
I think hey, listen, you name it outlet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gave listen. You name 6 people. Okay, watch this.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I know
she named 6 people, right?
What I'm saying is the actual chefs and all that stuff, like they be cool, like Gordon Ramsay.
Nah, some of them gay. Some of them still gay. Right? Some of the chefs are still gay.
I'm just saying, like
every industry that are gay.
Yeah, I know.
What's his name? What's his name? The one Uncle Roger don't like. I'll be watching him sometimes too.
Oh yeah, I can't think of his name.
Dang, I can't think of his name, but yeah. Like, no, I'm saying it's a lot of men that ain't gay that cook. I'm not saying that it's not. What I'm saying is the ones that be on them shows, like the where y'all gotta cook. Like, you got an eye to hurry up and whip up.
I've probably seen
I'm not saying just Iron Chef. I'm just saying
I know what you're talking
across the board. Most of them
haven't seen very many gay. That's what I'm saying. So what cooking shows are you watching?
Shoot. I'm saying I'll be watching the chef. I'll be doing the chef.
That's what I'm saying. I think you're watching baking shows.
I know the.
That's all the same.
No,
if you're cooking, you're cooking.
There's baking and there's cooking, but
I'm not talking about that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't want my son to bake. G, I do not want you. I'm not gonna buy you a kitchen so you don't bake.
No, I'm saying I get it.
Some of the best bakers. Duff is a baker. Yeah. Completely not gay.
I'm not saying.
No, I know you're not saying that. I'm just saying.
I know, but you didn't keep. I'm saying. All right, so put it like this. The way you going and naming all these chefs. I'm not saying every chef is gay or nothing like that. I know there's straight dudes out there that can cook. Shoot, my dad can cook.
That ain't right. And ain't nothing to about me.
Well, I'm just saying, I do be seeing some though.
Fine, but you see gay people everywhere. Yeah, so why are we picking on that particular thing?
No. We're not picking.
Why are we making that on the cooking? Oh, if you get a baking or a kitchen set when you're a kid, that can influence you.
I'm not saying that's gonna influence you to be gay.
I'm saying.
I know. I was pretending I was trapped out.
Listen.
But that right there is an issue. Like, that's not okay.
You see a kitchen?
I
see a kitchen.
When I
think money.
Because if we flip this on any other area of life, it falls apart. But like, you guys are like locked in on this, and it's
I'm not.
Like,
no. You gotta let me finish.
I'm not saying. All right. I'm just gonna put this out here. Me personally, I want to get my child a cookie.
Then we're gonna go to the next subject.
And then like I say, the only people I've seen that had cooking sets growing up were girls.
That's okay, so listen, let me ask you a question. If you have a daughter with a white girl, and the little girl goes to the store and she picks out a little black doll, but all she ever sees with is little black girls.
Yeah.
Is she gonna mess around and be a little black girl?
Nope.
She can act black. She can act black.
No, so
she can act black.
Act black because she got a black.
She
doll?
might. I'm just saying she might act black. I don't want her to act black. I want her to act whoever she is.
So you want her a black
No,
doll?
I never said that. I'm just telling you that it could be something that comes off of her.
But asking you,
what I'm saying,
I would
buy. Listen. I would buy her a doll. I'll buy her a black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever.
So exactly.
But listen to what I'm saying now. There is a difference right now, especially with fighting spiritual principalities and all this stuff in the way that they're pushing things on these kids. Again, back in our days, only thing you seen in the kitchen was women. Is there something? Let me finish, please. I let you and G sit there and talk for like 10 minutes. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying everywhere you look there was only women. That's not what I'm saying. G, you'll grab that. That's highlight. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, hold on. Matter of fact,
do that.
Yeah, hold on. You can go ahead and talk, Crystal, while I'm taking care of this.
I mean, there's nothing to say. I'm just saying, I don't understand.
Hey, highlight, you can come in the door online.
She said, I taught my sons how to cook in a real kitchen. They started as young as 4 years old. They still cook as teens. I didn't have to buy them the kitchen set. I taught them how to wash clothes. I didn't have to buy them the washing machine. These skills are necessary in real life. These skills have containment in today's society that everything are contaminated. And the LGBTQ agenda has been pushed in everything.
Yeah.
So it's just a thin line, and we have to lead our children properly.
Exactly. And so my lead, so I'm gonna go back to this, so I can concentrate. So my lead is that I'm not going to buy my kid, and what I was saying was that there is, you can come on through highlight, but what I was saying was that we got to do better with this camera thing. But hey, look, highlight in the building, yo. Highlight in the building.
What's happening? All right, there we go. I'm gonna make so much noise on the mics.
While highlight gets situated, I'm gonna finish. So what I was saying was that how we grew up and where we grew up and the way that they were pushing things, majority of who you seen in the kitchen were women. Period. That was it. I don't want my son looking at that and saying, okay, and like, he can look at it. See, one thing about kids is they mimic people. And I wouldn't want my kid to mimic a woman. What I mean by that is I don't want him mimicking her on her feminine ways. I don't care if you say, hey, Dad, whatever name, cook. Let me finish. What's a name? Cook this or cook that or cook this. So I'm gonna cook it. Cool. Let's cook. I ain't got a problem with that. But if he walks in, and that's the only reason I'm saying this, if he walk in with his hand on his hip a certain type of way, or twisting or having a little S or hand twisted a certain type of way, I'm gonna check him and let him know not to do that.
I understand how you conflate those two things. How are you watching a woman cook and then you emulate her cooking?
I'll answer that.
Versus you watching your own mom walk around the house, or however she walks around the house with an attitude, hand on her hip. You see her every day. You're observing her, and you pick up that. That has nothing to do with any toy you're playing.
I don't pick up that. No, that's a lie.
That's what I'm saying.
But, and I'll tell you why, though. I'll tell you why.
With a kitchen set, and you seeing that person cook, and you're emulating those two things, that doesn't lead to... So if I cook like my mom, now I'm going to put my hand on my hip like my mom. And I'm going to hold my cup like my mom.
Some do that. Some do that regardless of what I'm doing. No, I don't care. But I'm not going to help. I'm not going to help my son go that way.
You're not helping.
Listen. Okay, so we can agree to disagree with this.
James said.
Yeah.
Well,
listen, you want to know, could he buy his son a superhero toy, being that they'll look at that as an idol?
Huh? How would you look at that as an idol?
Listen,
Listen. Let me finish.
I'm gonna read what he said.
I already had read it from the beginning, but me personally, I don't understand how you can get them looking at a superhero as an idol. To me, I don't see how that is. Maybe because I don't look at it as an idol or whatever. I don't know.
Leading to look to idols versus how a kitchen leads to gay type.
But see, that's the thing. Let's take this back again. I don't know what you hear, Jamie, or what nobody's hearing. I never said if he play with a kitchen set, it's going to lead him to be gay. That's not what I said. What I said is from how we grew up and what they pushed on TV, I don't want my son to come in acting out what he see a woman doing.
Right.
Because he's in love with kitchen.
Right. No. You're saying if I will not buy him a kitchen set because that will lead him to imitate a woman.
Okay, yeah, lead him to imitate a woman, not lead him to be gay. No, that's two different things.
So it'll lead him to be feminine.
Yes, it can lead him to be feminine.
And so what Jamie's saying is,
I just like to clean up words because when I hear words a certain way, what I hear is you're saying that you're going to lead to be gay. No, I'm not saying, because listen, there's guys right now that act feminine is not gay. Got a wife and everything that I know that got a wife and everything. Will I agree with my son being would I agree with my son walking around having girl tendencies? No. I'm going to try my best to wipe that out of him. I'm just being 100. I'm not going to be a person that sit up here and be hypocrite. Because it's just a problem with me. I don't want my son. Because he's a male. I don't want my son walking around here acting anywhere near like a woman. No. Heck no. That's not going to happen. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can say, oh, chosen is this, chosen is that. If you agree with your son walking around acting like or having female tendencies, and you don't talk to him about that and holler at him, and you agree with that and you have an issue, there's something wrong. Something is wrong with that picture. Oh, my fault, holla, I got you on mute. But something is wrong with that picture. I want my son. I don't want my son, just like this, let's say this. I don't want my son getting up, saying he wants some skinny jeans and hopping in some skinny jeans like a woman hop in her jeans. I don't want that. I don't want to see my son walk around with a hockey top because a female, that's what a female, and it looks feminine. That junk look nasty to me. And I'm going to be 100. Y'all might not know what problem with that. And that's
not what anybody's saying.
But I'm just saying I'm saying if you don't see a problem. I'm saying women might not. I don't know. But that's why there's men and there's women. That's why you both. There's a man and there's a woman when it comes to a relationship. Because you don't want your man. I don't want my boy too hard. But I definitely don't want him soft. I want him half. I want my boy to know that he can cry. I want my boy to know that he can express his feelings. But I don't want my boy, hey, daddy. No, I don't want my son doing that. No. So, heck no, I'm not going to ever agree with that. I'm not ever going to agree with that. You or no one can ever make me think that there's okay.
Trying to make you think that's okay. I'm trying to understand how you got from a kitchen set to him going,
because like what I said is the reason why I got. You said you want to know, so I'm gonna tell you.
What I'm saying, there was a lot of stuff pushed on TV when we were kids.
So like what? Give me some. Give me back then. Give me back.
He looked kind of sweet.
Who? He-Man was no sweet. Boy, stop.
I'm not talking about
Boy,
that
stop.
Even.
Boy, stop.
Actually, it's funny y'all say that because I was actually I was on YouTube this morning. It was like this little.
Hold on, before you finish. Would you buy your son a kitchen set?
Would I buy my son a kitchen set?
Yeah. Yes or no? You gotta ask it. You know this. No, for real.
All right. So I took a little women's studies class in college once. This was actually something I believe we because they was talking about like the differences in like how when you're growing up, women, girls are always getting like the kitchen stuff and all that. The boys are getting the cars, the dinosaurs, the toys and stuff like that. So it was an interesting study at that time because obviously like homosexuality and all that was around, but it's like with now in 2021 how things are way more open than what they probably were at that time. It's crazy because like it's one of those things I do have to kind of like think about because I'm like, I mean, maybe I got a son that actually is gifted at cooking.
But hold on. I'm with you on that. But what I'm saying is, like I told them, I said that I wouldn't buy my son a kitchen set at that time, not at his early age, because he don't know yet. Okay. And I don't want him mimicking certain people or certain things. Let's just be 100. I put my son in front of the TV and said, or whatever. And sometimes I watch. Now, when he was younger, yeah, we stayed on him. But then there were certain times that we put him in front of the TV and let him do him. So, and we just trust that he would watch nothing crazy, right? So let's just be 100 with that. But what I'm saying is, I right then I wouldn't. But later, if he still wanted one, I would buy it and explain some things to him. But I would buy it. But I wouldn't do it at a certain age. That's just me. But I'm just saying. So I agree. I think a kid should be in the kitchen cooking. A male, anyone.
Yeah, they can learn at a young age. But I get what you mean. So like growing up, if you talk about like the time like me being like a 90s kid.
Yes.
When they had
90s. Yes.
When they had easy bake ovens.
Yes.
They didn't make that look like it was something a boy was supposed to have.
Yes.
Because it was like, even though you could probably play with it if you had a sister or whatever, like, oh, hey, let me bake this for you. Like, okay, cool. You playing with your sister and y'all spending time. But like, to just be like, Mom, I want an easy bake oven.
And that was my thing. Back in our days, my days, I wouldn't have did it. Now,
we weren't now, we're talking about
kitchen, period.
A kitchen.
Anything to do with kitchen, I wouldn't have bought my son anything to do with a kitchen back in those days. Right. Now it's different because the way that they're pushing it. See, listen, when I grew up, we only had like 5 channels. We didn't have cable. We didn't get cable till I was like, my mama vouched for this. I think we didn't get cable till I was probably about 10. We might have had 3 stations. It was like channel 2, 6, and then like 9. And then you turned it up to the U. And then when you turned U, you had 35, 24, something like that, but you barely can see it. So what I'm saying is the stations that we got, they didn't show males in the kitchen. They showed females in the kitchen. Back in my days, no. Because it's the way that they made everything and how they pushed it. They pushed this for them and this for them. And that's why I said I wouldn't. This day, let's say now, if my son was young, like if I had my son right now at 21, and it was year 2021, I would get him that if that's what he wanted. And I would explain it to him. What? Because they have men in the kitchen now. I'll be like, look at Gordon Ramsay. I tell him, look at Gordon Ramsay every day. That's the only one I know. I don't really know nobody else. But I'm just saying.
Oliver, that's his name. Ooh, Jamie Oliver, that's the other one.
But I would tell him, look at Ramsay. Don't look at her. Look at Ramsay.
Don't look at Rachel Ray.
Look at Ramsay. Now, if he tell me, Dad, but Rachel Ray is cute, then I say, well, look at Rachel Ray. You get what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's.
So, would you buy your kid a kitchen set?
I buy my kid a kitchen set.
He's still running from the question.
No, you interrupted.
Not even run. It's just like trying to separate the errors here because it's like you said.
In my errors, what you buy?
You never had to think about this before.
Yeah, like I never really had to think about like because I see what you mean and like if I was growing up in the 90s, if I was a parent in the 90s, then no. But like with today, yeah, I would buy them a kitchen set. But like you said, I mean, you just have to explain it just to make sure.
Hold on, you said what now? In the 90s, what now?
In the 90s, I would not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not at all, because it was a different time frame back then. But like in today's culture, like Yeah, I buy my kid, my son specifically. I buy my son a kitchen set, but like you said, you gotta just explain the difference. If you start seeing some things, it's like, all right, hold on, like that ain't manly, then But I mean, I'm looking at it differently too, though, because I mean, I grew up around a single mom, so
yeah,
there was a lot of things that I probably didn't know that an uncle or somebody else probably be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you're right.
Keeping it 100, no lie, like straight up. I might be putting myself out there, but it's not for real. I don't even care it is what it is. I outgrew that a long time ago.
Yeah.
But moms used to take me as a kid to the bathroom with her.
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing her sit. And
so you started. Wow. See what I'm talking about? And that's real. That's real.
I had to sit.
That's real.
As a guy.
Listen, when I first with him, when he first learned how to go potty,
right.
He did the same thing. Wanted to sit. Right. I said, "Oh nah, you stand up."
Yeah.
When you hold, and you stand up. Yeah. Yeah.
Why do we stand? Does anyone know that answer?
No, we don't. Listen, I'm gonna be 100. It's a man thing. It's a man thing. That's it. It's just a man thing. We say you supposed to. That's just what it is.
I know why a girl sits down.
Yeah.
It's because if you were out hunting, you don't have the luxury of stopping to squat down. Something you become prey at that moment. But if you're up and you have the capability to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be 100, and a lot of people might hate me.
I was wondering, like when I go to the toilet, like,
yeah.
Hey, on Cap. I sat down one time.
Listen.
It was after a workout. My leg was sore.
Yeah.
I was trying to sit down anyway.
Yeah.
It felt good.
That's what I'm finna say. Look, I'm gonna be 100 with you. A lot of people might not agree, but I sit down. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I'll sit down. You know why? Because you know how when you get up out the bed, right? You get up out the bed and you really gotta go and that joint hurt. Standing there trying to hold don't feel right. But if you sit and oh my God, this is a
whole new world.
I said, yeah, it's a whole new world. So I'm gonna be 100. Call me whatever you call me, but but it is what it is.
I stand definitely, but I just sit in order to be on the phone.
Exactly.
Hey, phones don't make it no better now. You right.
Yeah. Phones make you sit to do everything. Phones make you sit. Look, hey, look, men got to start being real, boy. Cause listen, if a man tell me he ain't never sat down, you a lie. And if you haven't, you tried. You'll start doing it. You'll start. It feels so different. It feels so different.
But you're supposed to, cause that's it. Open up, and it really supposed.
Then
to
you don't pee on the toilet.
Yeah, that's saying.
Cause listen, boys, hey, men know when you gotta really pee and you really squeeze, that boy might shit.
Man, for real though.
Hey, it might shoot everywhere before you actually get it where it did.
You halfway sleep.
Yeah. I know this awkward for Krista. She is the only girl.
Halfway sleep, dude.
What?
You gotta pee.
What?
You drunk.
Yes. Well, that's what people don't. Man, boy. Hey, listen. Yeah, for real. But look, so we're right there. I was just picturing something, so that's why I started laughing, dog. You ever look when you have to grab the wall like this, put your hand up on the wall?
Yeah.
Like the Big Daddy stuff.
For real, boy. You gotta put your hand up on the wall, cause that junk hurt. So you be like, man, God. No, hey, listen. I'm just saying for real. Hey, listen though.
You got kids.
Yeah. Hey, look, but
once you pee on the toilet, don't forget to wipe the women who gotta sit down.
I know.
Too much work. Why we just all just don't sit down in unison?
Exactly. And call it a day.
Blame urinals, man.
Yeah, for real.
Now that makes sense to stand up and pee at. I can get that you go to the urinal, but it's a toilet.
Yeah.
I can sit down. They have cushion seats for a reason.
Yeah. That's what I don't understand. That's another thing. Why they don't put a urine in a regular bathroom and a toilet?
They do usually.
No. I'm talking about the houses.
Yeah.
Like when you go out, it's a urinal there.
There may not be a man in the house.
Yeah, but still.
What am I going to do with the urinal?
But you just telling me I got to sit. Listen, so what you're saying is that we got to suffer at night.
A urinal is a backwards body. You can low-key use it as that, for women. If they did like a full season thing for it,
or
like bro, you can like.
All right, hold
like
on. Listen.
Like
Let's go to the next subject, y'all. Let's go to the next subject.
Hey,
all right.
Johnson & Johnson hit me up.
So, which one y'all want to talk about? What's the next one y'all want to talk about? You know what? I know what we're gonna talk about.
What we gonna talk about, brother?
So I'm gonna play this video, y'all, right? And let y'all see it's gonna last for maybe about 30 seconds.
All right, then, brother, man.
And just let you see it, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Appreciate it.
The lab, because of the sensitivity of this issue, ran 2 tests. The results are as follows. In the case of Manser versus Sear, as it pertains to 20-year-old Dylan Sear, Mr. Manser, you are not his father.
Not? Did you know you were sleeping with other dudes? I don't be getting that. This is why I don't like these things.
I'm sorry. This is why. This is why I did what I did.
But this is nothing I made up. The lab did.
You made it all up.
No,
I don't know if they
did
can
not.
even hear
Those
that.
results
I don't know any of those people on that board.
Oh my God.
This is.
I don't know any of
those people on that board. Shocking.
Very much.
News we've ever gotten in this courtroom.
Oh my God. She should be convicted of some crime.
No, I should not. I did
That's
I know you're upset.
the funniest one I've ever seen.
You know who his father is. Yes, I talk to him still.
What?
Listen, get away from my son. He apologized. And under another breath, he's calling me a liar. You cannot stand there and really suggest that you cannot comprehend why this man would not have any type of ill feeling, frustration, or regret as it relates to anything involving you. 5 years in prison. And then I say, do you know who your son's father is? And you say, yes, I'm still in touch with him. That is a really huge pill to swallow.
Dang.
So, my fault, y'all. I'm the only one controlling it. My fault. I'm the only one controlling this. So,
she would have got drop kicked.
yeah, I'm the only one controlling. So we're gonna have that. But okay, so y'all seen what happened. Y'all seen what happened where the dude did 5 years, right? The dude did 5 years for that, and the child wasn't even his. So my question is, first of all, what do y'all think about it? And 2, do you think that the woman should go to jail for the 5 years that he went?
For sure.
It's all right. Yeah, I feel like it's all right.
So
maybe longer.
And give him repercussions.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
Then I was about to say, then I'm gonna need all my money back from all the child support I'm gonna pay.
okay. So now my next question is, for the dudes that signed the birth certificate. Right. For the dudes who sign the birth certificate, sometimes they do it trying to be a good father. Sometimes they do it up under distress. Sometimes they do it don't know why they do it, but those are some of the reasons. When they find out that it's not their kid, should they still be allowed? Or I mean, not allowed, but should they still have to pay for child support even after?
No.
Well, they do it, but you know, and the reason why I asked that is because of the situation of certain people find out that. So, do you think they should get their money back?
Yeah.
Even after they signed it, you like
if they signed it thinking that was their kid and then found out it wasn't, yeah.
Well, I think if they signed it like knowing it wasn't their kid,
yeah, that's different.
Yeah, you sign on taking that responsibility.
Sure.
Okay.
But in the instance of like what Crystal said, you know, like you thinking like this is your child, really being lied to, yeah, heck yeah.
Okay. So, my question is then, when a woman has the son or the daughter and the person is paying the child support, do you think it's fair just because the parents doesn't stay in the same home? Do you think it's fair that the dad only gets them on the weekend?
No.
Nah, yeah, that's.
So the system need fixing. That's what we're saying.
For sure, but the point is that men don't generally advocate to get their children more than a weekend unless, like, they only do whatever the divorce court allows.
Some, because I know some that wanted their kids a lot longer and a lot more, and the court won't let them do it.
I think we got copyrighted for that video.
For real?
Yeah. I think so.
I do not own the rights to that video. I figured that was going to happen. What, they stopped us on what?
YouTube, but then they said it'll go back to playing when it's over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what they do. Anytime you do stuff like that, they're gonna do the same thing if we playing music. It'll stop it and then go back to resume. No, even mine, it did it.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it does it even on mine because it do it on all of them. It's crazy.
Tell them.
But
they'll never do it to me like I guess because I say it too. I be jokingly saying that, but I don't know the rest.
Yeah.
Don't come in, please.
But so my thing is, so y'all answered that question, but I really did like the issue that the lady, and then the way the lady acted nonchalant to me, he calling her a liar.
Yeah,
you was a liar.
He should have chosen him.
I'm talking about the Undertaker way.
They had this other one on here. They had this other one on here where the mom, the dad and the mom got into it. This is the kids are grown. I think the kids look like they're in their 20s, 28, 29, something like that. And they was in the room, and the mom got mad at the father. I guess it was big mad, and she told him that's why the kids ain't yours. Dang. And so this man has been paying this lady this whole time all the way up and still paying things. And it was still on it was on this one too, but I didn't want to go all into that.
You know what I hate about a situation like that?
What's that?
You don't get no money back. Like, you can sue them and still won't get no money.
Yeah, if you sue them, maybe not. But I mean, most of the time, I do agree that the system has an unfair slant towards women. I used to work with a guy who had his kid. He had kids. He had all of him and his wife got divorced, and he had all of his kids. I think he had 4. He had all 4 of his kids. He got custody of them, and he petitioned the court for child support from her. Yeah. And the judge told him, "You're a man. You don't get money."
Yeah, I remember that.
In real life,
I think you told me that.
Child support against him because he was a man, which is ridiculous.
See, like, Kanye talked about that in Golden.
Yeah.
Like, she posted about his show, Taco, money, went to the doctor, got life over.
Right.
18 years.
Yeah, you in it for 18
on the 18th
years.
birthday,
found out it wasn't his.
Yeah.
Like, dang, man, for real. Like, it's crazy how common that actually is.
That's sad. That's terrible. Like, that should definitely be a prosecutable offense.
Yeah, it should.
Once the kid, I don't care. I don't think there should be a statute of limitations on it.
Me either.
I don't care if you're 90 years old.
Because it ain't no statute limit on that money.
I'm saying, I don't care if you're 90 years old and they find out, like, you're dying. You're going to jail for your last few days. Sorry.
God dog.
I'm saying that's ridiculous.
God dog. 90. God dog. Jeez.
Because I can't imagine like raising a kid and investing, and even if you didn't raise it, but paying for a kid, investing in a child, and then finding out that's not your kid.
Yeah.
And you went.
Now you know what? Like with me, it'll be just I'm gonna love that kid regardless, and I'm gonna be with that kid still even after. Yeah. But the person, that mama, nah, buddy. I mean, you ain't got no words because I'm gonna hurt you or something. Because I'm sitting here thinking like, anytime she come close, I'm calling. Yeah, because I'm sitting here thinking like, all this time I tried to do this and you used my son for blah 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 and went even mine. You know what I'm saying? So, whoo, boy, for real. So, I think, man, yeah, we don't. Hold on. You want to read them comments back? Let's go down.
Just Alana said some of these women set these men up knowing these children aren't the man's, but they need the child support for selfish reasons. That's unfortunately that's like 80%.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah.
That's a high percentage. That's crazy.
Like, you know, that right there, that with the kids not knowing if that's your father, but the woman knowing, I think she should go to jail, or I think she have to do the same thing that the man went through. And two, them women that love to holler a man raped them, I think they should be locked up and get the same time that the male was going to be given. I think they should do double because they know what's going to come. So
not even that.
Yeah, that's a scar,
Even
like
if,
for real.
Even if you don't, like, even if they find out charges get dropped or whatever, you already got dropped from your job. You already got dropped
yes,
from all that
yes.
stuff. So like, ain't really too much no going back from that. So it's just like, yeah, I feel like shoot.
Let me ask you that then. Would you say the same thing for a minor if a minor is claiming that somebody raped them?
Yes. I think you need to. I think that minor need to. I think you need to tell that minor. I think they need to have a discussion that, hey, if we find out, this is what can happen. And if they keep going on with it, and you find out that blase, then yeah, I think the same thing should happen. Now, if you tell them and then you let them know what could happen, and then they recant their stuff, then let them walk free. They were just being young. Yeah. But if you keep going after and you know the consequences,
I don't even think you get a pass on. Oh, you were just young.
Because
that's vindictive.
No, it is.
You are being incredibly vindictive, and you know it wasn't like it's not like that's premeditation on another level.
But here's my thing. Usually when a girl do that, it's because she's following whatever the mom is doing. You get what I'm saying?
I don't necessarily think it's
yes, it is. True, most of the time, or she's following some type of movie.
Even if that's the case, then you learn real fast not to do that kind of stuff.
Nah, I don't.
And you learn it through.
I don't think you should go. It's like, here's my thing, and when a minor, like, and here's my thing, because then you're kind of like pushing the issue of saying, when do you give a minor a second chance?
I'm not saying you know what I'm saying,
like
a second chance.
No, but I'm saying they can learn after that.
Lives, but they still should go to jail.
Nah. Yeah, it's just a thought because of the fact that not everybody's like a pedophile or a rapist person.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the moment that's put out there, it's like that person's labeled sex offender.
Yeah.
For life.
Yeah.
Even if they really didn't do what was alleged to them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's weird just when you think about two sides of the story.
Yeah, I think with a young kid, you need to explain to them what can happen, because kids don't think like that. They just think of getting back. That's what a kid does. That's just like a kid. That's just like when you like, let's say you make a kid fall, right? He gonna come back and try and get you, or she gonna come back and get you because she was laughed at or whatever, and her whole goal is just to come back and get you. Yeah. That's just it. They just, kids are like that. Yeah. But once they explain or they are told, hey, this is what can happen, and they continue to go on, then heck yeah, give them double the time, because they knew. That's why I feel like an adult. If adult female or male holler rape, and they find out that was not true, you give that person double time, because that's super vindictive. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that junk mess a person up for life. Rape and pedophile, especially for the people who ain't a pedophile, they just like this dude. I don't know him, but I read that this dude who got a pedophile because he was over in the woods peeing, but it was in a certain amount of yards of the school. And he had to pee, so he just had to pee real bad. But now he's labeled a pedophile.
Then them girls that's like 18 lying, talking about, I'm 18.
Yeah.
21.
Oh yeah, and then I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
got him.
Got him.
I forgot about that one.
And then you have to register as a sex offender.
Yeah, that junk's crazy, man.
Statutory rape or whatever.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna say the other one because, like you said, we always trying to pull this thing back. I don't want to be on here, longer. It's almost 2 hours, pimp. But I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that.
He's saying let it go to 1:30. You're at 1:30.
We're pretty much at 1:30.
No, he's talking about scratching it for 30 more minutes. Yeah, nah.
All right, well, let's just stretch to 30 minutes. Oh, you know what? How was your day?
Look.
He did drive all the way over here.
Yeah, we forgot that.
I mean, it was cool, you know, trying to run a whole store. Trying to run a store with like 3 people like the best. You know what I'm saying?
Who you telling?
For real.
Had a lot of folks up in there, you know, just.
Are y'all busy because of Christmas?
I guess so, man. Cause like it started off real chill and real. I thought it was just gonna be like a real chill, slow type of day.
Nope.
Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it just continued.
Bam.
Like 3 people now.
You should work at U-Haul.
Yeah.
3 people back every time.
Every time.
Wow. And they be having a line all the way out the door.
Yeah, but see, but his is different because he does retail.
Yeah.
So that's different, especially right now.
Especially, yeah, and then you in Johns Creek with the rich folk.
Oh, you was in Johns Creek?
Yes. Let me say this, dog. Like, hey, man.
No, he don't live in John Creek.
No, I don't live in
I
John
thought you said
Creek,
live.
What in the world is in the water in Johns Creek, bro? Why everybody feels so entitled?
Johns Creek's different because that's where all the money at. What you mean?
Like,
Them folks is entitled. They got all the money.
It's some cool people though. I know
They
some
entitled.
folks that's cool, but most of them you right.
Yeah, like you coming in with an attitude for no reason.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like it's 3 people in the store, and you over here like, well, y'all can't get some extra help. This and that. I'm like,
no,
you
literally.
know what kind of times?
Right, like literally nobody wants to do anything.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know.
I was the only person holding the store down for like a good 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like
Jesus,
at one
man.
point, because I had to wait till someone else came, and my manager, he left. He was just like, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Man.
Hey, listen.
Well, I'm the only one that works at my job.
See?
I have to hold my whole job down by myself.
Sometimes.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, let's
Sometimes
get
I have to
right.
call it.
Let's get right.
Like
When
3
the
times
sun-
a year, I'm not
When the sun's free, he come out there, he be like,
Hey.
down.
So next week, right? We're gonna do a thing called that's a white thing and that's a black thing.
Ooh.
All right. So that's next week.
Being black.
Well,
that's
gee,
a
I
black
guess you and
thing.
I on the same couch because Highlight's gonna have to sit with Dad.
Why is
I
that?
mean, you know,
I get my own couch.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you can get your own.
Shot,
couch.
I'm light skinned. I'm light skinned. So what's a light skin thing?
Well, then it should be. It's a black thing. It's a mixed thing. It's a white thing. It's a light skin.
Oh,
thing.
boy, don't
This
start.
the light skin thing right here.
You'll lie. Gangsters light skinned. Nah, they don't. Well, you light skinned too, so I can't even say. What go on somewhere?
No,
You do the
see,
same thing.
What? You talking about me?
Yeah, you.
Man, I do it, but I deserve to be like.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No.
Who does that mean?
I don't deserve. What that for to
The
mean?
whole family is dark.
That is true.
my dad is a darker skin, and my mom is white, so it's just like I deserve to be here. And you got here by luck. I don't even know how you got here.
I got here by luck. Hey, listen.
I think God sneezed when He made you. He was choosing colors and sneezed and hit the wrong
And then he was
one.
like, "Dang, that's it. I can't fix it. I can't fix it."
Look good to me.
Like
Send
a
it off.
Hey, listen though, for real though. Next week we're gonna do that's a white thing, that's a black thing, and that's how we're gonna do it. Cause I want to know some stuff.
Right.
I want to know what people consider white women. But what? So come, listen. Yeah, we're going into the other races
You
too.
gotta write it all down.
Yeah, write it down. Write a list down.
I can do it right now. It's
You
automatic.
gonna be here next week? Highlight. All right. So listen.
Yeah, you're the only black representation here, so you better be here.
Yeah, dang right.
You know, let me say this to my American black people. You know,
I'm not really black.
There's some black in me, and then there's some that's not so black. I've been raised around a lot of cultures now.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
There you go.
I'm
There
very
you
cool.
go.
Get too
There you
mad
go.
at me if I'm representing the black side of y'all. No, go try to trade me. Like y'all did with Dave Chappelle.
Oh man.
I'm doing that now.
Oh man. Hey, look. We happy that y'all was able to make it out. My wife and Highlight. My son, he gonna make it. You know. Yeah, but you ain't got to come down. But you do because everybody wants you here now. So
I
listen,
live here, so.
I live here.
Literally.
You literally live here, right?
We went from Gianna to Commissioner.
I know.
Let's
I
go.
know.
Hey, listen. So on the 4th Wednesday, I think it's the 4th Wednesday. The 4th Wednesday, we want to do a Wild and Out Wednesday. So if you know any young kids or young people that would like to be on here, let us know.
Oh, you know what?
So we want to do a Wild and Out on that. But next week we're gonna do black and white thing. Is it a black or white thing? So we're gonna do that.
Little cards.
Yeah. You make them. But so that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Listen, don't forget, y'all. Christ Gang is coming next year. We got Christ Gang coming. So get prepared for that. Soon, I don't know when. We just waiting on CD Baby. Therapy will be out. Actually, they hit me up to make sure that everything was everything. So I guess we'll be good after that. So, but so therapy will be here very, very soon. Working on videos. What you got going on, man?
Man, shoot, like you, man. Actually, start to do a little video going on in the next few weeks. Actually,
Okay.
Went to a little spot. Shout out to you, boy. Just turned the big 32 a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me and Deidre, we birthday twins. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Miss Deidre, man. We got the same birthday.
Hold on. Me too.
No,
yeah.
No, he's the same December 6th.
December 3rd. I'm the 6th. You know what I'm saying? We in the same week though. So you know what I'm saying? That's
all right.
That's it. That's
you know what? Because I didn't get my birthday shot. I'm gonna put it down for the November day.
For them scorpions. For them scorpions.
Come on.
I'm a Sag or I don't know what I am.
They say
I'm a November baby.
Oh, he's a Sagittarius. Man, my son is a Sagittarius, man. He's a real one.
You in that Sag game.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
But you know, hey, so we working on this stuff, y'all. Shout out to my boy G, man. You know, hey, I'm always putting on, G always sitting out.
Go check on my Instagram. I just posted it. Man, snap.
Hey man, we just having fun.
Yeah, I gotta see that. I didn't see it. Hey, listen, I want to give a shout out to the whole Made for Christ camp, John Wayne, doggone, Elder Jones, DJ Matt. Hey, listen, we want to give that shout out to all the Made for Christ crews, the whole HPE, the whole No Compromise. Hey, listen, man, y'all gonna hear about us, man. We bridging the gap. We really bridging the gap.
Yes, sir.
We ain't like certain people
All right.
But we really bridging the gap.
We don't just proclaim this, we live it.
We live it. We about that life. Hey, listen, ain't nobody trying to be stars over here. We just want to deliver the word. Hey, listen, with that said, man, we up out of here. Made up. Man, salute, baby.
Yes, sir.
Wait, what's going on, man? Hey, man, we still here, man. We still in this thing. I told him to let it till 9. He didn't want to do it, though. We could keep going. We in the house with it, dog. We only got 20 more minutes. Go ahead and everything. And run out. We got 20 more minutes. We could have just did that.
Wow. Come on now.
You been lame, Paul.
It's cold now.
I love you, son.
My world.
Y'all, boy, you love that.
I know. That's why I say welcome. I said it with a smile.
Freedom, dog. We love it.
Cold down here.
Man,